Hi guys, welcome to Techraman, and this is Lakshmarajan with Lenovo K3 Note, and we got all the three models which will be up for sale, beginning with the black and white, and the yellow will follow suit. So we have the white, black and yellow. Lenovo got their pricing bang on with 9,999, bringing the full HD more affordable under the first time in under sub 10k price range. So the Lenovo K3 Note comes with a 5.5-inch display, and the body is very similar to the one we have seen in the A7000. In fact, I was told that the back panel can be interchanged with the A7000, so the design language is same as A7000. So that's good, and it keeps the supply chain easy for the accessories, so it can cater for both A7000 as well as the K3 Note. And talking about the display, as I mentioned, it's a 5.5-inch display, and it has a 71.7 screen to body ratio. So the display is of 1080p resolution. Even the outdoor visibility should not be an issue. It seems to be doing pretty neat job at it. Talking about the ports and buttons, on the right side we have the power button as well as the volume rocker made of metal, and on the top we have the 3.5mm audio jack as well as the micro USB port, and the bottom has just the microphone. And towards the rear we have the speaker grill, secondary microphone, and then we have the 30 megapixel camera with the dual LED flash as well as the Lenovo branding in the middle. It's a polycarbonate body, and the back panel has a matte as well as a metallic finish to it. So even though it's a polycarbonate, you do have a metallic glint over it. So the back panel can be removed, and so we have here the dual SIM slots, and which can include LTE SIM on both the SIMs. And then it have a expandable storage, and then we have the 3000 mAh battery, which is of course removable. And then we have the 5 megapixel front camera. In the front we have the three soft buttons, capacity buttons for the back, home and the recent menu. The capacity buttons are not backlit. The lock screen also has three shortcuts for the dial-up, message and the camera, which can be accessed by just swiping up. The K3 Note runs on Android Lollipop with the Vibe UI 2.5 version on top of it, and pinch the home screen, you get the option where you can add for the home screens. There is no app drawer, so all the apps get rested on the home screen, and you can add folders in case you need to group them together. Long press the home screen and you get access to the widgets, various widgets, so that you can choose from. And long press the recent or multitask menu, you get the theme center, you get into the theme center, wallpaper, screen manager, home screen settings and the settings. So let's get into the theme center. So there are around 6 themes to choose from. We have set a different theme on this phone, and so you can choose between 6 themes. So the theme center is nicely laid out. We have the option where you can touch the icon to change the wallpapers, the alert tones, the lock screen, as well as the recent task list, which is by default set to Android, or you can also choose the Lenovo or recent task list layout. Swipe down, you get into the notification area as well as the quick shortcuts. Let's take a quick look at the settings, and wireless and network, personal, and then we have the features list. Talking about the feature, we have a quick snap, which says that double press on any volume key while the screen is off to snap a picture. Then you have knock to light, and then we have the screen off gestures, which includes slide to unlock the camera by drawing a pattern V, or unlock to the by drawing a O goes to the Chrome browser. So these are the screen off gestures, and let's see how it works. So I draw a V and it goes to the camera app. I draw a O, it goes to the Chrome. And then there is also a feature called Smart Scene, where you can set various profile. Then there is this white touch feature, which helps in the one hand operation, and once you click it on, you get a floating icon which can be moved around the edges of the phone, and anytime you want to access a certain apps which is shortcuts, you just tap on that, it opens the menu where you can access the calculator, camera, switcher, lock screen, music, and you can go back or forward. And then also there is this browser, and then goes to the settings. So it's very handy when you do, if you are for the one-hand operation. So going to the power manager, we have a battery saver mode and as well as ultimate power saver, which almost turns the phone into a feature phone to extract the best of the battery remaining in the phone, and just to make a call and receive a message. And then there is also a smart switch, and also it gives the details on the power consumption data things. Talking about the storage, K3 Note comes with the 16 GB of internal storage, which can be of course further expanded by a micro SD card, and out of the 16 GB we have 8.74 GB user available. Talking about the pre-installed apps, it comes with the Share It, Sync It, Lenovo suite of apps, and then it also comes with the Guevara Music, and also UC browser, Evernote. And talking about the speaker, it comes with the Dolby Atmos, which was first introduced in the A7000. So the Dolby Atmos technology finds place in the K3 Note also. So if you are a music buff, you will enjoy the Dolby Atmos setup that comes with the phone. So the loudspeaker is pretty good. So the display is pretty good. It's not oversaturated, it's natural, and the loudspeaker is pretty loud. K3 now comes by default. It gets Google browser as well as the UC browser. Browsing is pretty nice, and if you have a 4G connection, it should be breezy. And it's under 1080 pixel. The content looks nice. There is no pixelation. So the media consumption basically is pretty nice on this phone. 5.5-inch display and the 1080 pixel resolution. You can be rest assured of the audio experience as well as the movie experience. Audio, just basically for media consumption, this device is pretty good. So talking about the hardware specs, and the K3 Note comes with a MediaTek MT6752 octa-core processor clocked at 1.7 GHz, and it gets a Mali T760 MP2 GPU and a 2 GB RAM as well as a 16 GB onboard in storage. So here we have arrived at the Antutu benchmark score. 45,663 is what the Antutu has thrown out, and it's a pretty great score, and we'll tell you why. So if you have the comparison chart, it's much ahead of OnePlus One, Xiaomi Mi4. Mi4 retails around the 15,000 now, and K3 Note is 9,999, and the score beats all the other devices, and it can punch much more. Even it can challenge the biggies out there. So let's check out the details. So talking about Antutu gives the performance explanation. General performance, it says superior performance at top end. It can spike current market flagship devices. So you get the hint, drift of the firepower of the K3 Note. Even the gaming performance seems to be better. It surpasses 90% of other devices, and says the battery performance is pretty average. So mighty score from Antutu for K3 Note, and this should be good news for all those who might be watching the benchmark scores. So the camera mode is pretty simple and straightforward. Click on the 4 squares on the right side, you get into the panorama mode or effects. Effects has a limited number of filters to choose from, or just around 6 filters, and then there is a HDR mode, and then we have this getting the settings. There are a lot of scene modes. You can change the aspect ratio to 16:9, 4:3, or 1:1. You can control the white balance, ISO settings, and also further we can assign the volume button to either to capture, zoom, or sound. And then you also have the video settings. Video the K3 Note can capture video on 1080 pixel, and we can also assign to 720p or the standard resolution. And you can focus method is continuous as well as the infinite, and there are a few more options that you can find it in the front camera. So there's a toggle for the front camera, and the front camera comes with a beauty mode. So you can control the beauty mode by sliding this band up or down, and then there is also you can also find 1 2 3 4, the small icon over the camera icon. Click on that. You can shoot the camera selfie by voice command or hand sign, tap, or by blinking. The front camera can take a video on 1080p, 720p or low resolution. By default it is set to the 720p, and you can also change the aspect ratio. And yeah, so that's about the settings of the front camera, and then we'll also show you some of the samples which we took. If you ask me what is the most excellent feature of the K3 Note, it is a secure zone. It allows you to have two phones within a phone. Yes, you can have an open zone and a secure zone and have two different accounts of the same app in each zone. We'll do a separate video on that, and it's a very interesting feature. So that's about the K3 Note, very impressive device at this price point, 9,999. Comes with a full HD, and the display is good. It has enough firepower to handle all the apps, and then it also has a host of nice features, especially the one I mentioned, the secure zone management is pretty cool. You can have two accounts of various apps resting in the same phone and get it segregated from the other. And also it's great. 5.5-inch display is great for media consumption, especially with the 1080p resolution on board. And so that's it. Pretty decent camera. You saw all the sample pictures. Seems to be doing a pretty good job at the camera level too. So that's it. This is Leshrajan signing off for TechRaman.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a like, do share our video, subscribe to our channel, do so, pause on your sessions, and have a great day.